take out those last few blocks there. And put a torch here as well. Not gonna go all the way through. If I get a merchant in here, we get rid of all this. A lot of these items that are probably causing some of this lag. All these items on the ground are probably causing a lag, as well as the other stuff. Definitely not enough to get to down there to that this iron down here. Definitely not enough. I'll have to stop digging after this point right here. Can't go further than it really that much anyway, so instead what we're gonna do is, in an effort to keep everyone occupied that needs to be occupied, to keep the lag down, I'm going to be picking up all of this stuff and putting it somewhere. Where is the question though, because there's a ton of ore that we need to deal with and not much place to put it. I think we could store it around in here, so space isn't going to get used, so let's build stockpile, or designated area stockpile. Well, let's wait a second. Go up a few spaces. We've got this one, don't we? Let's use this one instead. Yes, there we go. Now we're back to being not so laggy, which is good. Let's go and get our guys back down here in training. Also have them do this as well. So just priority 1, so it goes this one, then coal, and then the ore. Sorry, not this one. This one. So I'll do this until it's done, or until it's full, then we'll switch over to this one, and then to this one. That will get us through the rest of winter easily. Which will be good. I think what we'll do though is, while we're waiting for all this, we'll put a storage space here specifically for so what we'll do now is let's go to designate stockpile. Move to be all the same one. Essentially what's going to happen is we'll just use this only for tree clippings. And any clippings we have anywhere else will be stored here as well. So what we'll do is we'll go down here. No clippings. So then we go build storage bag. Build. Alright. There, I'll get to that once they're done. Or I'll get to moving the bags up there once they're done. With all the other stuff, which will be sometime during the spring of next year, I believe. Get a bunch of bags made for that. Plus this will open up more room for all the other stuff too. Because there's I think a lot of tree clippings down here. That should be used for other stuff. Got some goblins out here kicking ass. But anyway, I won't have that many mats to deal with once the new gnomes come. We'll be able to get a few into our area here. First we'll have to deal with, you know, steroided goblins, but shouldn't be too hard. And we'll lose a few, obviously. We usually do, but at the same time we'll get 2 or 3 depending on how many are there. I think it's usually maybe about 20 to 40% of the total numbers that show up we can save through my ingenious method here. Maybe I'll get a bloody merchant to come down. Maybe even if I trap the merchant in here, I'll stay here indefinitely. Just can't find a path out. They get stuck in here. Which after a while they have nothing to trade, so I suppose that's kind of detrimental. Unless you just want to load them up with everything that you find, or don't need rather, without any recompense. I should have more drinks than food. God. It's a sorry state of affairs when you have more drinks than food. Good to get all the lag gone, finally. Or at least for a while anyway. how many of these I want to bring up. And if I can get a merchant in here, I'm just going to sell it all, but at the same time, clearing it, while relatively pointless because of that, because of point number 1, will keep the game from getting too laggy. So, on the other hand, it also means that the gnomes are going to be doing this stuff more often than doing what their other stuff is supposed to be doing, like moving stuff around, like tree clippings, for instance. Let's go ahead and suspend this for now. We'll have them work on the other stuff here. It's a tad more important. Of course, also be theirs up for putting up bags up, which is good. So they're collecting coal and malachite, I believe, from way the hell down there. So that's probably going to take a while for them to grab it, even going at 2 times normal speed. Still just 99% water. Will not fill any higher. There was a method somebody had posted to make a 5x5 section of tile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5, where you would do every other block, and then county coordinate. So like 2, then 3, then 2, then 3. Dig them out, make holes, and then the rain would fall down into those holes and fill them up. And then what you do is you demolish the other tiles, and then you end up with a reservoir for water. But I'm not sure how good it is at retaining water, but we could try and use that to fill this back up. So we could do that like right here with this 6 tile thing here, 6x6. Do that, and then flood it down here through these ramps, just right down into there. Of course, it would take quite a lot. May even have to do just like this whole section here or something. So they're done bringing up the coal. I suspect they're moving they're moving all that stuff around now. That's what's keeping them busy at the moment. If we keep the clippings right underneath where the trees are at, that'll allow us to have a much faster turnaround time up there when we start cutting them down. Plus, when we're bringing them down, it'll be faster that way too. Spingy, whatever his name is, passed out from exhaustion. Interesting. You think that these would be worth more, you know, different higher class roads would be worth more than the lower class ones. But that ain't the case. They're all worth about 5. They're going to be doing this for quite a while, this whole thing. This might take them the rest of the month, or season rather. Because there's just, you know, clippings in pretty much every one of these bags probably. There's probably not going to be enough bags up here to hold all the clippings that we have stored. Probably. I think he probably already filled a few bags, yeah. And it's going to be by clipping, too. It's not going to be just every kind of clipping. It's going to be one clipping per bag, so... Let's go ahead and suspend. I guess I didn't know I won't do it, because I thought that maybe would stop them from putting in these bags, so that didn't work like that. Do we need string for these bags, or just... Well, we got crap loads of string, so we can have them both working on bags. String is not a problem. Actually, I think it's, yeah, suspended. It's unsuspended. Get the bags done twice as fast. To do for them until winter's over. Of course, nothing to do then either, but they'll start collecting more of these, and then maybe around summertime we can start cutting the trees down and making some more torches. We got plenty of coal. Actually, we do have some sticks, don't we? So if we wanted to. That's strange. Should have more coal than that. Huh. Alright, unsuspend. We'll have them making torches there. We got tons of sticks, so. So I should get him working on it too. And both on torches. Suspend the 36. Suspend this so they're not bringing them down here at the moment. I'm gonna wait till we get more. Then bring them down then. I could have sworn we had more. I wonder if these guys were doing something. Ah, that's where it went. Our forgers used used it all up, huh? Damn. Wasn't paying any attention down here. There's some steel bars here still. Interesting.
Metalworker, yeah. Statue. Silver bar. Pause that for a second. I want to make sure I'm not shooting myself in the foot here. I'd rather captain it. Skills, equipment, silver. Okay, yes, we can do that. As long as our captains are fully equipped down, they can go ahead and use the silver for the statue. Without having to worry about it. Or suspend. Or rather, let's just go and cancel. Screw that. Let's make spikes out of them. That's 24 spikes, which is enough for seven traps. Huh. No, 8 traps. 8 times 3 is 24. 11th day of winter. Are they already done with this? Enough that they don't have anything else to do, wow. That is amazing. Guess I didn't have as many clippings as I thought I did. Oh well. Nothing to do about that. Without a pen. I'll have to wait to get some more wood. Burn it in the coal. And yay, the lag is back. Not sarcastic in case anybody didn't catch it. Highly sarcastic. Spike trap. 2, 3, 4.
last day of winter now. All of them keep going until spring rolls around. Damn battle axe guy, huh? That sucks. Battle axes are gonna be pretty brutal. Hammer and a sword. Interesting choice of weapons. 99% water. $11.30. Still pretty early, at least by my standards. Lots of darkness out here, or up here rather, and out there. Huh. Really? Maybe we don't have a gem cutter. Yeah, that's why. Nothing going on in that front. Or jeweler, whatever the job is called. It's probably the case. Let's take a farmer. That's obviously... Oh, that one's doing, stocking item. Okay, we'll use that one. Fizzwindle. Got a jeweler.